Hello everybody, it is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green with our fighting type team. As you can see right now, it's just full of Tyrogues, but we're going to keep going. We are going to be taking on Brock to start this episode. We got the team up to level 14, and there really wasn't anything exciting that happened. Move-wise, the only person that could learn anything was Meditite. And I think we learned it all on screen. I don't remember it learning anything else, but I guess we'll see here. Looks like we learned Detect. Tyrogues all still just know Tackle, and they will know that until they evolve, which should happen in this episode at level 20 near the end. So yeah, we're just gonna keep... Easy peasy for Meditite. It's going to help us take out Brock with confusion here. The Sandshrew is going to go to Tyrogue. This is the Tyrogue we went defense on. Alright, well, we're just going to speed through this while he defense curls. Oh, and then he sand attacks us, and we promptly miss 3 attacks. Alright, let's just keep going, because we're not going to be using Tyrogue against Brock here, we're just going to use Meditite. Damage. And this is why we're using Meditite, because it can actually do damage to rock Pokemon. And then we're like not going to use it at all, except for like certain fights. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Something I needed to get on my calendar really quick. Alright, let's keep going. So, like I was saying, we're going to be using the Tyrogues a lot. So that we can get them evolved in this episode. And also, there is just different stats I'd rather get on Meditite than what we're getting right now. So hopefully we can nip that in the bud. Let's see. Speed is next. Let's get that on this Tyrogue. Alright. So the Tyrogues will all evolve at level 20, and that will happen before we face Misty, because we face Misty at level 21. So that's why it's going to happen in this episode at some point. Excellent. Love missing attacks because of Sand Attack. Oh, now we're getting gusted as well. Come on, Tyrogue! Okay, let's use this Tyrogue. Tackle is such a bad move. I hate Tackle. We also need to keep catching Pokemon so we can get our Pokedex up to 30 so we can get those leftovers later. Okay. Let's use this Tyrogue against the Caterpie. Beaten by a Pidgey. Yeah, well, these Tyrogues ain't... They're junk, Crescendamon. What am I supposed to do? How are you doing, by the way? I hope you enjoy this team. Beetle's coming up next. We want to go to this Tyrogue. Gotta make sure I'm picking the correct ones. Oh, come on. Tackle it! You can see that this is an awesome early game team. It's very good, yes. There's the poison. And then we go back to this Tyrogue. Which Tyrogue is this? This is our careful Tyrogue. Yeah, this is the one I want. Get it? Alright, let's go heal off this poison. And also, can any of these Tyrogues learn Rock Tomb? No. No, they cannot. Excellent. Beautiful team. How do you know which one will evolve into which Pokemon? I'm tracking stats. Yeah, so my tracker over here tracks stats. And I'm watching what they're doing. So you can see also, if we go in here and check, this Tyrogue's attack is higher than its defense. So this is on track to become our Hitmonlee. This one's defense is higher than its attack. So it's on track to become our Hitmonchan. And then this one's equal. So it's on track to become our Hitmontop. And I'm trying to stack EVs accordingly to get that. But it's a real pain in the butt. Say it's one of the more annoying ways to evolve Pokemon. I agree with that statement. it. Oh, thank you. I think we would have went down if we didn't hit it. Alright, let's go heal again. Heal after every fight, these Tyrogues. We can get some speed on this Tyrogue still. There's a Weedle coming up that will let it fight. Tackle. Alright, no poison. That's good. Kuna's coming out next, so we go to this Tyrogue. Yes? Yes. I thought about just having one Tyrogue and starting with the other two, but then I was like, nope. Nope, we're gonna do it. We're gonna suffer through it. 3 Tyrogues. We'll get them to evolve how we want. How can I call myself a Pokemon Master if I can't get Tyrogues to evolve into the proper Hitmon? Guess you're getting them all done in one shot? Yeah, you are correct. It was definitely a surprise when I rolled all 3 of them on the same team, though. It was very much like, really? This is the one I'm most worried about. The one that where the attack and defense have to be equal to get Hitmontop. Had to make sure it had a nature that did not impact its attack or defense, and then we're just not giving it attack or defense EVs. Oh, I need to give myself a badge. Alright, let's get this hard fight done. This Spearow is dangerous because it does no peck, and it's gonna lure us up. We can't even hit the tackles anyways. Alright, well this Tyrogue's down. This is the other Tyrogue I'd like to take this on. Ow. Oh, so much damage. Alright, let's go heal. Probably gonna need a few more Pokeballs, aren't I? Don't be too mean to them. They're just babies and they don't know much. Ah! They're level 15, 14, 15. They know what they're doing. They know that they suck. Hopefully we'll get a little better when we get to like the Mega Punch, Mega Kick for at least, you know, some of them. Ow. Excellent. I wanted to be poisoned again. We've healed after like almost every fight on this little route. which is not going to be good for Mount Moon coming up. Not looking forward to that. They know they suck. Thanks for the clip, Krishinabon. Just need to get him to level 20. You laughed way too much when I said that. Gotcha. Well, now you can look back on it as much as you like and continue to laugh. Oh, come on. 2? You missed 2 tackles? Come on, Tyrogue. Just hit the Metapod. Okay, only a true parent will say that about their kids. And you know all 3 of your kids are bad. That's right. Alright, let's get this Jigglypuff. Can't disable my only attack. Or maybe you can, and then we just struggle. I don't remember. Alright, we got it. Metapod is a strong Pokemon. It could beat a Pinsir just by using Harden. Yeah, back when Gen 1 made no sense on some things. Alright, we want to attack. We want to capture this Nidoran. And then we should be able to also get a Jigglypuff here. It's a little harder to find, but we'll track one down. Look, a better fighting Pokemon. It was a Mankey. Jigglypuff, where are you? Go away, Spearow. I'm gonna laugh if we run into a male Nidoran before we run into a Jigglypuff. There's a 1% chance to run into the non-favored Nidoran in these games. So let's go up a little more. There's one. Okay. Oh wait, I need to buy this Magikarp. Alright, this is our Hitmontop Tyrogue, so we can get a little bit more speed. Poisoned. Was not poisoned. I thought we would be. Oh, Game always seems to like to poison us as much as it can. Alright, we'll go to this Tyrogue. Goodness. I don't know what's tickling my throat, but it tickles. Forgot how to drink, and I guess it went down the wrong tube. Alright, so keep an eye out. Well, there's a Paris, okay. We want one of them. No, get out of here. Thank you. Alright, let's swap back up this Paris. I was gonna say, we're keeping an eye out for a Zubat and a Geodude. Paris pops up on this floor. Can I find myself a Geodude really quick? Before I go heal. Just one. Found a Paris on this floor, and that's rarer than a Geodude. There we go. Okay. Now, unless we somehow miraculously run into a Clefairy, which I highly will doubt happen, we are good on catching things here. We have not caught a Clefairy yet in any of these games. They're very rare. Excellent. You could encore me, that's fine. One attack anyways. Goodness. I'd die to a Clefairy. Go away. These Tyrogues, my goodness. I just want them to take out some Pokemon. Alright, we need to find some tiny mushrooms too. Excuse me. There's supposed to be some in here, isn't there? Supposedly, they're supposed to be on these rocks. Alright, we're probably going to speed through some of these fights, because we have a lot to do this episode. We gotta get through Mount Moon and get the team up to level 20. At least get these 3 up to level 20. I gotta keep running in and out of here anyways to heal our Pokemon after every fight. Really? Color me surprised. Two of them? Goodness gracious. Alright, let's go heal. Again. Alright, well, we've caught all 4 Pokemon that we can get here. Alright, next guy starts with that Magnemite, doesn't he? Nice. Probably need to get some speed on some other Tyrogues besides just this one that wants to evolve into Hitmonlee. Spread it around a little bit, because I think we have a lot of Pokemon that give attack still coming up. Let's get a little more experience on Meditite here. This one. Man, it seems to get a lot better once we get these evolutions, though. Alright. Next trainer starts with an Oddish. Very nice, Meditite. And the Bell Sprouts will go to this Tyrogue. Ah, you missed. Vine Whip did a ton of damage. Goodness gracious. Let's go heal. Again. Gotta get up to this next area. We can do it! I don't see any tiny mushrooms. Alright, we'll work some speed up on the Hitmonchan Tyrogue here. Also get some experience. This one is going to go to this Tyrogue for more attack stat. Alright, he hit it. Excellent. And I'm really glad that the Team Rocket grunt that's after the third ladder doesn't have Eradicate anymore. Because if it did, ugh, the damage we would take would be absurd. Nice. Alright, before we go heal, let's take on this hiker. I'm not going to power through it using a Tyrogue, so I'm just going to use a Meditite here. Good critical hit. Very nice. Alright, let's go heal again. Because we still have more fights in here. Alright, next one starts with a Rattata. Keep it going, come on. At least these Pokemon are letting us run away. Still no mushrooms. Alright. Ow! Well, that doesn't make me feel good, because I'd like to use this Tyrogue against this Sandshrew, but we're going to just take tons of damage. Alright. Man, it's so... There must be like a fairy, like, swarm or something. I've never seen this many Clefairies. The game was just storing them all up until this run. Ow. Stop that! You son of a biscuit. Spamming Hyper Fangs. I know there's only one fight left, but, I mean, one Tyrogue down, a second one almost gone. Dumb. Well, ideally, I need to find some of these mushrooms. So, I might have to come back here later. There's 2 moves that we're supposed to have the move relearner guy teach us. And you have to have these mushrooms to get moves retaught. Oh my goodness, back off. We've wasted so much time in this episode running back and forth. You can disable if they only know a single move. That is ridiculous. I think Voltorb isn't hit worth junk. Oh, I don't care if it gets knocked out to the poison. We're gonna revive it before we do anything else. Not a single mushroom. Ah, why can Tyrogue not learn these? Because we can't get back here to teach it to them. Whoa, fra. That is frustrating. I don't have words. I guess we could have taught one to Meditite. Hidden Power. Our Hidden Power typing for Meditite is Electric type, which is actually pretty good. We're going to teach this in place of Bide, because Bide sucks. Nope, you gotta hit it, Tyrogue. Or just, you know, think about going down, I guess. Where's Meditite? Be better if we knew, like, I don't know, Mega Kick or Mega Punch. Holy moly, that horn attack. Ha! Are we gonna lose to this Goldeen? Almost. This team sucks. This team sucks balls. We have to fight our rival next. This Pidgeotto is gonna destroy us. What do I do here? We were gonna hit anyway. Okay. Thank you, Meditite. Oh my goodness. Barely made it past that Rattata. Alright, Abra's a freebie. I have a feeling we're gonna need Meditite. Why wouldn't we need Meditite? Because all these Tyrogues are just bad. Alright. Oh my goodness. Struggle City. least we can take down some bugs. At least we can take them down. Alright, get some more defense on this Tyrogue. We're just going to speed through this Metapod and Kakuna. Remember, 21's our target for the next gem. It'll be a butt. Sand attack. Good deal. It gets us up to 17. Alright, next it's gonna be this one against the Sandshrew. Come on, Tyrogue. I'm getting a little ticked. I just want to take down some Pokemon. Just want to level these guys up. Alright, this one goes against the male Nidoran. Hopefully. Yay! We did it! Alright, and then this one goes against the female Nidoran. We're probably gonna get poisoned as well. There it is. I don't think our Tyrogue can take down this Mankey. We're gonna try, though. But we'll always go to our fallback, which is Meditite, if we need to. So much damage. He leered us, and then we missed. Oh, and he Fury Swap. What a butt. Should have just swapped. I should have just swapped. I wasted 2 potions there. right. Thank you. Thank you for giving... Oh, I should not open my mouth, because then we missed. Brr. Well, our Tyrogue that's learning this is this one. One of my Tyrogues now knows another attack, and it is Attract. It's going to be great. Oh my gosh. The damage. There's just no way. There's no way our Pokemon can do anything against that. It's just all Meditite. Alright, let's take on this other hiker before we go back and heal again. Let's do this Tyrogue. We don't have a whole lot of fights left, which is good, because then we can fight some grass Pokemon and not actually go down every single fight. Oh, that's so much damage. These poor Tyrogues. They suck. They suck so bad. I can't even attract this Slowpoke because it's the same gender. But on top of that, it's oblivious, I'm pretty sure. Hey, look, we're back at the Poké Center again. Somehow we took that one out. Alright, let's go heal again. Since two of our Tyrogues have yet again fainted. Oh, this is just torture. For me and for the Tyrogues. Is it this one? No. Yes. Couldn't remember what slot Meditite was in. Oh, is he actually gonna take it down? Woot! Look at that. What a champ. Oh, good poison. Alright, let's go back down. Can anybody learn Secret Power? It can! Well, we're gonna definitely teach this to our Hitmonlee Tyrogue, which is this one that's poison. Because I'm sure we're gonna need it to get past Starmie. Swap that over. So much better than Tackle. Missy's so easy, you should be able to beat her with any team. That's right. You're right. What am I thinking? Get it? Alright. We still need to get these Pokemon evolved. Okay. Sure. It's not like we're using Meditate anyways. Let's help Bill out and let's get these Tyrogues evolved. Okay, so we are on Pokemon Leaf Green, so that means there should be Sandshrews over here. can also do some Rattatas. Can I catch you? Alright, Sandshrews. Please. Also, Mankeys over here. Okay. Good to know. I want Sandshrews. This is well, I say it's probably going to be the hardest. It's going to be. It's the only one that doesn't know another attack. I get our other one's other attack is Attract, which is also not going to help. Take out Pokemon any quicker. Oh, you butt. Just frack off, Rattata. If it just helps us get to 20, I'll beat up on some Spearows and Rattatas then. Alright, first one. This should be Chan. And it learned Mach Punch. Excellent. There we are. We have Keen Eye now, which means our accuracy can't be dropped, and we get a huge boost to attack and defense and special defense. What do we know about Hitmonchan? Well, Hitmonchan is known as the punching Pokemon. Surprise. It stands 4 feet 7 inches, or 1.4 meters, and it weighs 110.7 pounds, or 50.2 kilograms. Hitmonchan is a tan humanoid Pokemon that is exclusively male and has no female counterpart. There are 5 blunt protrusions on top of its head, and it has structures resembling pads over its shoulders. It appears to be wearing a light purple tunic and kilt, as well as red boxing gloves and light purple boxing shoes. These gloves are actually masses of muscle. In between the tunic and its kilt is a small black area. As its appearance suggests, Hitmonchan specializes in punching. It can throw punches that are too quick to be seen with the naked eye. These punches are said to be as fast as a bullet train. It starts attacking foes with combo punches from both sides before finishing with a single straight punch. A single straight punch by Hitmonchan can launch foes over 300 miles per hour. By punching with a corkscrew motion, it is even capable of drilling through concrete. Even a light graze from its punches will result in a burn. However, Hitmonchan requires a break every 3 minutes while fighting. Despite the need for frequent breaks, it has an unwavering spirit and will never give up in a difficult situation. It is usually found in urban areas and is rarely seen in the wild. It often competes with Hitmonlee and Hitmontop. In Generation 2, Mach Punch was its signature move. Prior to Generation 5, Iron Fist was its signature ability. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Fire Red says the spirit of a pro boxer has infused this Pokemon. It throws punches that are faster than a bullet train. And Leaf Green says while apparently doing nothing, it fires punches and lightning fast volleys that are impossible to see. And we're happy to have it on the team. Let's do this Tyrogue next, and we're going to go up to this other route to do this Tyrogue, I think, because we can fight Bellsprouts up here. let's capture this one since it got so low. And these will level us up pretty quickly. Oh, I guess I could have fought that Pidgey. Can I capture you? Nope. Can I capture you? Nope. Secret power. Go down and heal it. And I probably need to buy some more Pokeballs. Alright, that should be Hitmonlee. Its attack is definitely higher than its defense. There he is. And we learned Brick Break. Not even a kicking attack. Alright, Hitmonlee now has Limber for its ability. Gets a huge boost to attack and special defense and speed. What do we know about Hitmonlee? Well, Hitmonlee is the kicking Pokemon. Surprise. Stands 4 feet 11 inches tall, weighs or 1.5 meters tall, and weighs 109.8 pounds or 49.8 kilograms. Hitmonlee is a humanoid Pokemon with an ovid body, lacking a distinct neck and head. Its upper torso and almond-shaped eyes. Its upper torso has almond-shaped eyes with black space around them and appears to lack a nose and mouth. Primarily brown, has cream-colored segmented arms and legs. Each hand has 3 fingers, and each foot has 3 clawed toes. The soles of its feet and its ankles have circular yellow pads. Hitmonlee is an exclusively male species with no female counterpart. Hitmonlee's legs freely contract and stretch similar to a coiled spring, and one particular Hitmonlee can do this with its arms as well. The source of its power comes from the ligaments in its legs that Hitmonlee can fully control. This flexibility allows Hitmonlee to run with lengthy strides, giving it great reach for its kicks. Its excellent sense of balance enables it to kick in succession from any position. Hitmonlee's kicking strength is incredibly powerful, owing to its diamond-like soles. Right before kicking an opponent, Hitmonlee will harden the muscles on the soles of its foot, allowing it to maximize the full power of its kick. It has sometimes been named the Kickmaster. After battling, it rubs its legs down to relax its tight muscles. Rarely found in the wild, it is primarily found in urban areas. It has been seen competing with Hitmonchan or Hitmontop. Has several signature moves: high jump kick prior to Generation 3, jump kick prior to Generation 4, which we're going to try to get it, rolling kick prior to Generation 7, and mega kick in Generation 2. And it's the only Pokemon that have Reckless prior to Generation 5 as a signature ability. Our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Hitmonlee, Fire Red, says the legs freely contract and stretch. The stretchy legs allow it to hit a distant foe with a rising kick. Leaf Green says when in a hurry, its legs lengthen progressively. It runs smoothly with extra long loping strides. And that is our information on Hitmonlee. And now we just have to get up Hitmontop. And I guess we're going to get speed to do that, because we don't want to get attack or defense. And the best place to get speed is going to be down here against Rattatas and Spearows. Taking a lot of damage from my level 8 Spearow. You suck. Attack and defense are still the same. It just takes so much damage. I tried. I was hoping I was going to use a tail whip. No Sandshrews. It's like that one Paris from the anime that fainted from every single attack that Ash's Pokemon did. You're right. That is what it's like. Oh my gosh. Like 5 HP, I take 2 steps and get attacked. Come on. We just want this Hitmontop so we can crap about it as well, because it's also not a good Pokemon. Stop tempting me with Sandshrews. Game. Game. Thank you. Yes, Hitmonlee is definitely the best of the 3. Absolutely. Alright, its attack and defense are still equal. This should get us top. Excellent. And we learned Tripikick. Thanks for the GG. Alright, the best thing about Hitmontop, it's got Intimidate as its ability now. It's got decent stats across the board. It's got higher special defense than the other two. Good attack defense and speed. What do we know about Hitmontop? Well, Hitmontop is known as the handstand Pokemon. It stands 4 feet 7 inches tall. You successfully got each of the babies up properly. You're right. So it stands 4 feet 7 inches tall, or 1.4 meters, and it weighs 105.8 pounds, or 48 kilograms. Hitmontop is a vaguely humanoid Pokemon capable of spinning on its head. Its main body is spherical and almost blue with a brown triangular patch on its... It's mostly blue with a bright brown triangular patch on its chest. You can see we're purple instead. Hitmontop has short legs with white bands near its hands and feet. The feet are large blue and have a circular brown pad on the underside. It has a skinny brown retractable tail that ends with a blue sphere with a spike on it. Its head is round and brown and with flat curved extensions on either side and a single keratinous horn on top. It's like a fingernail horn. The horn continuously grows on throughout Hitmontop's life. It has beady black eyes and spherical hands with no digits. Hitmontop is a male-only species with no female counterpart. Hitmontop is very adept at fighting with dance-like kicks. This technique has an amazing combination of both offense and defense at the same time. Lies. Hitmontop moves more quickly by spinning on the spike on its head than it does by walking normally. Capable of spinning at high speeds, it may bore into the ground similar to a drill. While spinning, Hitmontop delivers smooth, graceful kicks. The centrifugal force of Hitmontop's spins boosts the destructive power of its attacks by a factor of 10. Anyone enchanted by its kicks will often get drilled hard by Hitmontop's kicks. Hitmontop often competes with Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. As an urban species, it's often found in towns and cities. Prior to Generation 7 and in Generation 9, Hitmontop is the only known Pokemon capable of learning Triple Kick. Prior to Generation 7, Hitmontop and its evolutionary relative Hitmonlee were the only Pokemon capable of learning the move Rolling Kick. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information, as if they're all males, where do the eggs come from? Them Dittos, baby. The Pokedex information of Fire Red says, it launches kicks while spinning. If it spins at high speeds, it may bore its way into the ground. And Leaf Green says, if you become enchanted by its smooth, elegant dance-like kicks, you may get drilled hard. And that is our information on Hitmontop. Are we to believe that all three of them just out there getting busy with Dittos? Yeah. Or other female fighting type Pokemon. This is where we're going to end our episode for today. We do hope you all enjoyed the episode. We'll be back tomorrow with more Pokemon, and we'll take on Misty and Lieutenant Surge. We do hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you all next time.